What's up? This is Drake Bell, and you're watching Brandon Arroyo on KSUBuzz.com.
What's going on, you guys? Welcome to the Grog Shop in Cleveland, Ohio. Standing here with good guy right here, Drake Bell. How you doing, brother? Welcome to the home of rock and roll.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, and thank you for taking time and talking out to Kent State. I want to start off real quick. Something really sweet that you did just recently over on Christmas Day. You did an hour-long Ustream. Man, what was it like rocking out in your living room to all your fans out there?
That was awesome. It was really cool. My guitar player and I just had an idea to do this sort of Christmas show, and we were like, when should we do it? And we kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, and then finally, Andy, I was like, hey, are you available on Christmas Day? Because I usually go to see my family on Christmas Eve and then do my own thing Christmas Day.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I'm not doing anything. I said, dude, we should do it Christmas Day. That would be like an awesome Christmas present for the fans. And he was available, so we did it. It was really, really fun. Put on our Christmas sweaters and
absolutely, man.
did it up. Yeah.
You've done some pretty awesome things, superhero movie, college, which, by the way, got me ready for college because that was my graduation year. I was like, it's going to be a crazy ride here at Kent State.
Yeah.
So let me ask you here, what is the favorite movie that you've worked on so far, man?
That's a tough question. I mean, I don't know. They're all awesome for different reasons. I mean, superhero movie was really cool because being able to work with people like Leslie Nielsen, who I've just grown up just loving. Yeah, and being able to put on a superhero costume and be a superhero pretty much was really cool. Yeah, I guess that's probably my favorite so far. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're on. Surely you can't be serious.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't call me Shirley.
Okay. All right. All right. Now I'm going to jump around a little bit here. Now, since we were just talking about the superhero movie, you're about to be in the new Spider-Man for Disney XD, doing the voice. What do you prefer more, doing the voice or squeezing into that green costume?
Well, it's a lot easier to just do the voice. I'll tell you that. Yeah, the costume's not fun to wear. I mean, it's cool. It's cool to see and have on I think the idea and the thought of actually doing it is cooler. Because I mean, it's an uncomfortable costume, but it's cool to be able to just be in a booth and you get up at 8 o'clock and you stroll into work. It doesn't matter what you're wearing. It doesn't matter what you just sit there and make crazy voices and noises, and nobody, you don't have a camera on you, and you don't have, it's really relaxed. It's a ton of fun. Yeah, totally. Yeah, and you get to have all these amazing voice actors around you, where you're like, oh, what have you done? And they're like, oh, well, and they start going through the list of voices. You're like, oh my God, I grew. Yeah. Who does SpongeBob, and you hear all, and Tara Strong, who does Bubbles, and Timmy Turner, and all these voices you grew up on. I like one guy. I'm like, oh, what else have you done? He's like, follow your nose. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're Toucan Sam. Like, what? It's crazy. So. But yeah, it's a lot of fun doing the voice.
All right, you're knocking off all these different names that you've worked with, these different iconic names in the genre, the area that you've worked in recently. What was it like? Tell me how you first got involved with the TV industry, because I know. All right, first of all, let me tell you this. I thought it was an urban legend, but you were in Jerry Maguire.
Yeah.
That was the little kid in Jerry Maguire.
Well, I was the little kid that told Tom Cruise to where to go to inspire him to write his mission statement.
Yeah. So then you started getting into more like Nickelodeon and Drake and Josh. And so what was it like when you first got involved with Drake and Josh? I know you were on the Amanda Show for a little while, and you were working one of the greatest minds in this right now with Dan Schneider.
Yeah.
What was that all like for you?
Working with Dan was amazing. Josh and I were on the Amanda Show before, and I was on the first season of Amanda, and then Josh came in the second season, and he was just, it would be Amanda and I doing sketches together, and he would be, sort of the kid in the classroom or this. But then Dan started putting us together and seeing that we really clicked together, and that became, he thought, hey, we should maybe spin this off to our own show kind of thing. So that became Drake and Josh, and that was all history, yeah.
So what I want to do real quick is ask a couple of really quick questions. First off, we'll just go real quick call and response. What is your current ringtone?
Oh, I don't even vibrate.
Vibrate. That's a good one. It's a good one. All right. What was the first CD that you bought?
Man, I used to know this. The first CD I bought. I mean, I can't
We're
remember.
around the
I
same
think
age. My first one was the No Strings Attached album, so I don't know if that.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm totally serious. But my first they were my second concert also, but my first concert was Weird Al Yankovic.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
That kind of evens it out a little bit.
Oh, I was just in New York and I played. It was really cool. We were. They do this thing called. I can't remember what it's called, but they basically Broadway's dark on Monday nights, and so everybody who has to sing Broadway or do something, they all go to this show at Birdland, and they get it to go up and sing a song or do whatever they want. And so I got up and did a tune because I was there with some friends, and I look out in the audience, and I'm playing for Weird Al Yankovic, and sitting there. Yeah, I was like, dude, that's awesome. So after we were done, I was like, dude, that's so cool. We got to do I got to play for Weird Al last night. That's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Running with Scissors tour. That was the first one I went and saw him on. Yeah. All right. We digress. But you know what? Sticking with New York for a second, you did something really cool a couple of months back. You did a reading, right? Yeah. Well, tell me about that. It
was really cool. It's a new Broadway show that they're putting together. That it's all the music of John Denver, and Stuart Lane's producing it, who's incredible, multi-Tony Award winning. And it was the first time I've ever done anything like that. So it was exciting, being able to go to New York. I mean, I've been to New York tons of times, but never done Broadway,
Absolutely.
So getting up there and doing it. And we were doing it for everybody who's kind of trying to get interest in buying the show or putting it in their theater. So, I mean, everyone in the audience were like, the biggest people in Broadway. So it was an honor. It was really cool.
That's sweet. And all right, one more quick question about the past before we flash forward to the music that's going on right now. I know that you were a big fan of Nickelodeon growing up before you got involved in it, and I just wanted to let you know that I won a Nickelodeon trivia contest, and it was with this question. So I want to know if you could get this one. Okay. All right. Who is Herman Melville?
Herman Melville. Herman Melville.
This was the championship question.
What era?
It was from the 90s.
Early 90s after
It was the Rugrats, I'll give you that. Herman Melville.
Is that what's his name's is that Phil and Lil's dad?
No, it was Chucky's pet roly-poly that died in the backyard for one episode. Yes, sir.
I remember
that was the one.
Yeah,
that was the question.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, I remember that. Yeah.
Fun facts. Yeah. All right, so now you released the EP last year and it had 4 songs on it, and some great stuff came out of that. Terrific was on there, and what was the thought behind releasing that with the 4 tracks?
I hadn't put a record out for so long, and I had been writing so much music, but hadn't gotten a chance to have enough time in the studio because I've been making a couple movies and doing a bunch of other things. And so I felt so bad. I was like, man, I got to get something out to my fans. So I got some time to work with this really great producer, John Fields, and went in. I didn't have time to make an entire record. So I was like, let's just put an EP out so the fans have something that they can, to keep them going. So that was the thought behind that. All right.
And I know that at that point in time, or the music that you had made up to that point was very, very upbeat. And you said that you had credited that back to wanting to just keep a positive attitude on life after the car accident. Mm-hmm. Going into this next album that you're working on right now, what's the mindset when you're writing these songs, when you're working on them?
Oh, man.
Like, where do you see yourself as an artist right now?
In Cleveland.
In Cleveland. It's a good start. Birthplace of rock and roll.
Yeah. I think it's going a lot. Musically at least. I know for myself, going more pop. I guess. I don't know. I just write music, and whatever comes out comes out. I don't really ever sit down and kind of go, oh, what demographic am I writing this song for, or who do I want? But I guess a lot of the stuff coming back is, I'm really digging like all of the stuff that's on the radio right now, all the Red One stuff and David Guetta and
stuff you can jam out to.
Yeah, some people are like, huh? But I love LMFAO, and I'm digging all this stuff right now. So
I think the most important thing is you can just make music that you can like yourself and enjoy playing yourself.
So we're trying a couple